brings their USP to the table and what that USP actually is. Self-awareness is a USP of humans, not of AI. That is something that we always have to keep in mind if we interact with AI to really understand what these systems are doing. There's a wonderful animated explanation by the Financial Times I really like. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it because it explains very well what AI is doing. It exists basically because of the transformer. What does it mean? The transformer is the name of those models, those large language models, and it's based on a paper from the year 2017 where a team of local researchers basically came up with the idea of the attention mechanism that allows the transformer models to act in the way they do. And what is attention mechanism? Basically, that's what you see here. This is how it works. It's a sentence, and we understand it as humans. But AI doesn't understand anything as we do as humans. It just breaks down every sentence, every text, maybe sometimes a word, into little fragments. And then it calculates on the basis of trillions of data it has been trained on the probability of the next syllable, the next word, to come up with a new text. And the results are amazing. I really want to state that. The results are amazing. Basically, these systems are highly powerful word prediction machines based on statistic probability. That is amazing, but it's different to human thinking. This is where we have to be reminded of when we interact with AI. And there was someone reminding us already almost 200 years ago. That is 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗄𝗃. She was the daughter of the poet Lord Byron and very mathematically talented mind. She worked together with a British technician, 𝗪𝗏𝗃𝗄𝗃, on some theoretical concept of an analytical engine where she wrote the first code for it. Miriam Meckel already told us in the year 1843 that the machine is not a thinking being, but an automaton acting upon the rules imposed to it. This is still true for the AI, the generative AI we're talking about today. And that is really prescient of 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗄𝗃 that she saw this almost 200 years ago. So these are the preconditions we are talking about if we look at our interaction with AI and look at the next steps we are approaching in the field of particularly the agentic AI age. This means we will not only ask AI tools for producing some text and some images and things like that, but we will interact with whole ranges of AIs that will be put together into an agentic system. We'll be able to complete whole ranges of tasks, series of tasks, like the travel booking or a whole industrial production line, things like that, all based on AI. And their AI sometimes seems to us like a god, but it should be a servant. And I would like to point out how we can look at this and what opportunities come up, because they are amazing. So the first thing is AI will change coding in many regards and in very intensive. This is an example of vibe coding. I've heard of that. That means I just use an AI as my sparring partner. Even though I'm not really able to code, I can basically program something like an app here that tells me every morning how I can stock the school lunchbox for my kids in the best way regarding what I have in the fridge and to really guarantee for some variety. So this app is being coded basically in a couple of minutes by the interaction between the person and the AI. We're using both as a system for this kind of interaction. And it's done, and it works. Let's go a step further. Those agentic AI systems can be very valuable for us humans to use them as analytical tools to improve our environments. The example I showed you here is an example of 𝗪𝗏𝗃𝗄𝗃, the agentic system by Anthropic. What you see here is a sped up video of a construction site. This construction site is basically being recorded by someone just walking around using their iPhone and then being put into private computer use. And the agentic AI analyzes what is problematic at this construction site in terms of security, hazard, stuff, and so on. And it comes up with an Excel sheet naming every situation that has to be taken care of. And then it asks you, would you like me to set up a system to follow up with getting rid of all those problems? And you say yes, and then it does that. So this is another example where we can see the analytical power of agentic systems and how we can use them. We can also build physical worlds with AI. The example I'm showing you here is a team from the Carnegie Mellon University in the US that came up with 𝗟𝗂𝗃𝗲. And basically, they programmed a large language model based on building whatever you wanted out of Lego bricks. And every idea the AI comes up with has been put into practice by humans and by robots, and they work. So you can basically take a photo or a video from all the Lego that your kids spread out on the floor, ask the AI, what can I do with that? And it comes up with a lot of very interesting examples. This is only the first step, building physical worlds. Think of the robotic future you're entering into. Think of using 3D printing together with that robotic future to really make sure that we can build the best objects, houses, construction sites, industry halls, whatever all that is possible in the future. And we can also not only build physical worlds, we can help let AI help us with interacting with these worlds and interpreting them. This is an example from Google, the project Astra, that shows you how a model works when you basically use visual recognition, image recognition, text-to-speech, language, natural language, all of that together interacting with your world. And I'll show you how this looks